distinguished media personalities, good afternoon. Added to that, I'll be sitting on the existing protocols established by Ifeanyi. Quality content in social media sphere. There are three key words here, which is quality, content, and social media sphere. And to take the last one, if you look at your the program, the back of your program, which we all have, behind it, that's social media. Okay, so the social media sphere, it's done. You can see it's almost like the whole world, you know, printed on there. So you can now see where you are representing and what we are talking about. And content is anything that adds value to a reader's life. Absolutely. If it doesn't add value, definitely somebody, you may not see people read it. And when they don't read it, it means they're not visiting your portal or platform. What is quality? Quality is the standard of something as measured against other things. The degree of excellence. What is content? Content is the information and experiences that are directed towards an end user or an audience. Then it gets us to this point where we say content is key. Content is king. Now you need content to drive your outfit, both traditional media and social media. Some of us, we've been reading many people here, because consistently over the years, because of the content of what they write. And at any point where their content does not affect me positively, possibly I'll definitely skip it. So without content, nothing works. Then why is content key? Content is key because of, I have a couple of points, about 5 of them, why content is key. Quality content grows relationship with your audience or your customers, whichever way. And number 2, quality content also builds your brand reputation and trust, because over time, if you have quality content, people will definitely visit your brand. For our traditional media, newspapers, radio, and TV, if you don't have any good content to offer, definitely people will tune up. People won't read. And also, quality content informs, educates, and entertains. This could almost be the first one. However, what kind of information are you putting through? What kind of education are we going to get through your write-ups, as well as the things that could be entertaining in them? You know, nothing stops you from presenting this content in an entertaining style. Show why a brand is better than you. Show why your own brand is better than your competition. Okay? Content also improves brand recognition. Yes, because when you have quality content, it can also always help establish your brand as much as possible. Another point is that content also makes you reach influencers. Well, you can see, when you see the influencers that are all here, I'm very sure that Bodetti's content in her blog must have also been what must have been attracting some of us. What are those things we have to avoid? Those content we must avoid in social media. What are they? Then number 1 is we have to be careful about poorly edited and proofread content. Maybe that's also my area, because I've been for quite a while now. And such mistakes are things that we don't take. And if you have a preponderance of such mistakes in your social media platform, then it means that people may run away from you. Then it is also very important that we don't share unverified information. About 9-10 hours ago, I was somewhere far away from Lagos, and about 4 a.m. I saw the news that broke this morning, for instance. And the news that broke was that, yes, and what did I do at that point in time? I said, fine, even if we have to verify that this particular content that is unfolding today is true. Yes, we are seeing it in the social media, but we must verify. And incidentally, I'm just lucky I have a reporter who stays close by that point, and she went there and confirmed that it is true. So we should not share content that are not verified. And don't just press share. because you think it's coming from a source where you could always trust. Then also another thing which we have to avoid in social media is spreading hate. As we can all see, our country today is almost polarized because of people sharing information that they don't know anything about. You know, most of us don't know our country. We don't know how this country is. We don't know the length and breadth of this country. So it's always important for you to be careful about the kind of content you share, because you could be spreading a false information. And we've been here too in this country where pictures, photographs of 10 years ago, 5 years ago suddenly appear and somebody is justifying it that it is true. So we should always be careful about sharing or spreading hate. It is not a good content. Then we also have to avoid misleading posts. You don't say that possibly, for instance, Charles Carlo is the keynote speaker. You put it on your post. The next thing is the content is something else. It is very, very misleading. You don't share things like this. Try to avoid it. Then also, it is also important, like I noted here about avoiding political and religious posts. You know, but each such post, you have a particular forum or particular platform where you share this post. Fine, good and well. If the people you share it to also believe in your politics or in your religion, then don't share it at a point where you're pushing people to always want to like, especially there are some people that will post some prayers to say, if you don't send this prayer to 100 people, blah blah blah, you're going to ocean, they may be truncated and so on and so forth. You know, such things are absolutely, it's not right, it's not a good content. So my dear brothers and sisters, I'll leave you to this word by Herman Melville, and he said, he was born sometime in 1819. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Why not keep to your content? It is very good. Thank you very much.